countries below India.
Yeah, India is compared with some of the poorest countries of Africa also. Yeah. So in fact, one week back, there was I think last Sunday, not this Sunday, before that, there was this big one-page article, big one-page article on Sunday about this, this hunger index. Okay. And they had talked about sanitation being one of the issue, yearly marriage. Okay. All this were they talking. Now today's article is very important article here. We are discussing the role of school in the nutrition. Okay. Because of the lockdown, the school has been closed and how it impacts the child hunger and malnutrition. Okay. It is written by Jayashree B and Gopinath R. And who are this Jayashree and Gopinath? Bhavani RV has contributed this article. The author's works in the MS Swamy Research Foundation. Okay. MS Swaminathan Research Foundation. Okay. So there's an authentic information from these people. Okay. Yeah, let us start. Is it visible? Should I make it a little bigger? Yeah, as many as 116 million is the number of children we are looking at when we consider indefinite school closure in India. I think they are opening it. Tamil Nadu has given notification 15th onwards. That means on the Children's Day, more or less, they are going to open it. Write down this number, very important. 116 million children across India. Okay, have not gone for school. Okay. The largest school feeding program in the world, midday meal scheme. Okay, the scheme is midday meal scheme. Midday meal scheme. Okay. Who can tell me the advantage of midday meal scheme? What are the advantage of midday meal scheme?
It's a nutritive food.
Yeah, it is for nutrition. Okay, nutrition of the people. Okay, nutrition. You can say hunger to start with. People doesn't have food. Okay, one is the hunger, then nutrition. Okay, and one hidden agenda behind this is to make retention of the school. Okay, you have to retain the school students. Okay, students in the school itself. Okay, retention. Your literacy will also improve. Okay. Literacy also will improve. Thereby, when the literacy improves, you are making the students into human capital. Okay, understood. So the economy, the future economy will be good because the children of the day are going to school. Okay. So midday meal scheme is for attracting the students or the children to come to the schools. Okay. They'll come for at least for having the food and they will learn also. Understood. So midday meal scheme is a very good, multiple advantages having it. Okay, one is children hunger. Okay, their malnutrition. Okay, or nutrition, retention of children in the school, and the parents, poor student parents will be sending to the school because they may not be affordable to give them good food. At least for midday meal scheme, they will be sending them to the schools. Otherwise, they will become a child labor. Okay. So another scheme, write down, okay, the midday meal scheme reduces the child labor. Child labor. Okay, so these are the advantages of having a midday meal scheme. Okay, midday meal scheme. The largest school feeding program in the world, midday meal scheme, that has undoubtedly played an extremely significant role in increasing nutrition, okay, learning among the school-going children, okay, learning also, okay, has been one of the casualties of the COVID-19. This is the first time I think the article has come on this angle. Okay, it is very true, but I have not seen any article in the recent time. Okay. Okay, the report of the state of food security and the nutrition in the world 2020 released by Food and Agriculture Organization in partnership with the UN organization painted a worrying picture. The real-time monitoring tool estimates that as of April 2020, the peak of the school closure, okay, 369 million children globally. Okay, 369 children globally were losing out of school, a bulk of whom were in India. How many are in India? 116. Okay, so write down. There is a report coming from FAO. The report name is important and who is publishing it also important. The state of food security and nutrition in the world 2020. The report name is, okay, the report name is the state of food security and nutrition in the world 2020. It is released by FAO along with, okay, with the other UN organization, mainly from FAO. Clear? Pressing issue. The recent global hunger index, okay, report for 2020 ranks India, okay, 94 out of 107. Imagine. Okay. Okay, we are about to one another 6. We might have gone for century also. Okay. Okay, so it is 94. Okay, hovering picture. Okay, behind our neighbors Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Nepal. Okay. The index is a combination of indicators of undernourishment in the population and wasting, stunting, okay, mortality in the children. Okay. These things we already discussed. Even if you want to write down this, okay. Undernutrition, wasting, okay, wasting, okay, stunting and mortality. Okay, children below the 5 years. We are already far out in terms of achieving zero hunger. Okay, we cannot achieve zero hunger. Okay, and in the absence of urgent measure to address the problem, the situation will only worsen. A report by the International Labour Organization and the UNICEF on COVID-19 and child labor cautions that unless school services and social security are universally strengthened, there's a risk that some children may not even return to school when they reopen. Now, this is a big danger. This is a big danger. The students, bringing back them in the school will be difficult. Okay. Because already COVID is there. Okay, listen carefully. Already COVID is there. The poor people, unorganized sectors, they don't have a job. So children in the home means they will be put into the job. They will be considered to be a labor. Understood? So they may get the glimpses of money making. Then bringing them to school will be very, very difficult. Okay, so underline that very important point. Children, okay, some of the children may not return to the school when they reopen. Okay, reopen. It is going to be a big problem, particularly the young children when they say, like at the age of 3 and 4. I have one kid like this only. Okay. So they have to go and learn. Okay, whatever you teach in the home, okay, you cannot teach what the teachers are teaching in the school. So they have to go to school. Okay, I'm happy that in Tamil Nadu they are opening. I don't know in Kerala what is the status. Yeah, anyway, write down this. One is the schools when they are going to reopen. Okay, the children may not return, some of them. The midday meal in India should provide 450 kilocalories of energy. Okay, minimum of 12 gram of protein, including adequate quantities of micronutrient like iron, folic acid, vitamin A. Please copy down this. Okay, midday meal scheme is an expected question. Okay, it is evergreen question in fact. Is an evergreen question. Kilocalories of energy. It is an evergreen question. It is an evergreen question. Okay, so micronutrients. So this is another question, another information you get. Micronutrients. What are the micronutrients? Iron is a micronutrient. Folic acid. Okay, then vitamin. All these are there. Okay, this is approximately 1/3 of the nutrition requirement of the children. Okay. With all schools going children from the class 1 to 8 in this government and government aided schools are eligible. However, many research report and even the joint review mission, okay, 2020 noted that many children reach school on the empty stomach, making that school midday a major source of. That is very, very, very true. Okay. Not only about richness here. Okay, I'll tell you a very important thing. Like in the state of Kerala, people who are affordable also, they are sending the school students to the school for having the food. because the parents are employed, they don't have time to make food and take care of this, so they send. So it has become a very important part and parcel of the children. Okay. But apart from this, if you go to other states like Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, again, Tamil Nadu, all the states, it is a very important source of nutrition for the children. Okay. They don't have food in their normally in their home because they cannot afford. Okay. So right on that, many children reach school in an empty stomach, making the school's midday meal a major source of nutrition. Okay, particularly from the vulnerable communities, the people who are poor and in unorganized sectors. In order to march in orders in March and April 2020, in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic and the closure of schools, the government of India announced that the usual hot cooked meal or equivalent food security, dry rations would be provided all eligible school-going children even during vacation to ensure their immunity of the nutrition. Nearly 3 months into the decision, states were struggling to implement this. Okay. It's not easy. The government announced that we will give the food again in the school or somewhere else again, but it is very difficult to implement. It is not implemented properly. According to FCA, Food Corporation of India, Food Grain Bulletin, the offtake of grains under the midday meal scheme, okay, from the FCA in the April 2020 was 221.312. This number is not required. Okay, only thing is write down again. This is 60,000 this year write down tons or 22% lower than last year. Okay, look at this. Okay, schools are closed. Okay, thereby you no need the food. Write down this very important data. The data is 22% of food grains offtake has come down. Okay, from the last year to this year. Okay, there were 23 states and union territories reported decline in the grain offtake. Okay, the state of Bihar, for instance, lifted 44.585 thousand tons. Okay, had no offtake during the 2 months, so almost nil. Understand? Instead of so another data is right on the FCI data shows how much food grains have been taken from its godown is also declining around 20 to 100%. It's decline is there. Okay. Data and media reports indicate that the dry ration distribution in lieu of school meals are irregular. Further, since the distribution of the dry ration started only in the late May, a few experts like Deepa Sinha of Ambedkar University are calling the immediate distribution of the April quota to which the children are entitled. Okay. So this is another solution they are giving, like give the food to the children. Okay. The other worrying angle is the fact that there are reports of children engaging in labor to the supplement to the fall of the family income. This is what I was telling you guys. Okay, because I told you, like the today we have in kind of recession. Okay, jobs are not there. Okay, whatever jobs are there, it's highly insecure. People have been removed from the job because there is nothing happening. If anybody is there, just go out and see. Almost you can see almost 50% of the shops which were existing before the COVID, now they are closed. It's not like they are closed because of lockdown. They are not able to operate. Even if they are operating, they are not getting the revenues, or they are not able to come out of that lockdown. So anyway, okay, there's a job loss, right? On huge job loss, particularly in an unorganized sector. Okay, particularly in unorganized sector. Okay, because of this, what happens? Okay, the parents' income has come down. To supplement the parents' income, the children's are put into the children's are put into okay, the children's are put into labor. Okay, now that's what said. Once they get into labor, okay, that is not easy to bring back them to school. Okay, in July this year, the Madras High Court also took cognizance of the issue asked Tamil Nadu government to respond on the subject of how, with the schools closed, the nutrition needs of the being fulfilled. Serving hot meal at children's home or even at the center may be a challenge in the present scenario. Okay. That is very difficult. Like whether you say that simply you make one place that I'm giving food, then crowd will come. The crowd will come means which is against our protocol established. Okay, so it is a big challenge to provide the food. It's not like government doesn't want to give. Okay. Even if the government is ready to give, how to provide the procedural problems are there. Okay. Write down here. Okay, serving hot meals at the home, children's home, okay, or even at the centers may be a challenge at the present situation. Okay, then we may say like let us transfer the money to them. Okay, DBT. Okay, but if we do DBT, na, it is not possible that they will spend the money in the food only. Understood? Okay. But one solution is there. We can give a DBT also. Give the money directly to the parents' account or someone. Okay. Even states like Tamil Nadu, which is relatively good infrastructure. Okay. Along with Chhattisgarh and Tamil Nadu are rated to be the good in the PDS system. Okay. That means public distribution system. Okay. It is GPS connected. So even those states are not able to do it, okay, with relatively good infrastructure. Okay, are unable to serve the mandated hot cooked meal during the lockdown. Okay, so it is a big challenge is going to happen in the present generation. Again, the nutrition level of this children, okay, those who are in lockdown now, it is not easy to be. Okay, so innovative strategies. Local smallholder farmers' involvement in the school feeding is suggested by the experts. Okay, so let us start with the local smallholders farmers' involvement in the midday meal scheme. Okay, who have been at the helm of many nutrition initiatives. He suggests livelihood model that links local smallholder farmers with the midday meal scheme system for the supply of cereals, vegetables, eggs, while meeting protein and the hidden hunger needs, which could diversify production and farming systems. Okay, that means you go to a farmer and say that we need a local procurement. Okay, and we give to the localized area. Okay, a small village. Okay, or a street. Okay, something like highly localized. Because the moment you are saying that I'm giving in a district level or a village level or some kind of taluk level, more crowd is going to come. Okay, so that is going to create another problem. Production, rural livelihood, okay, local economy. So Atmanirbhar portion. Okay, this portion is a scheme by the government for improving the nutrition of the people. COVID-19 crisis have also brought home the need for such decentralized models. Okay, right on. One of the solution they are saying is, I said no, local. Local means nothing but decentralization. 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 Okay. Okay, there is also initiatives such as school nutrition kitchen garden. Okay, besides ensuring that functional hot meals can be provided to eligible children with a plan to prepare and distribute the meal in the school midday meal center. This is similar to free urban canteens. Okay, let's understand that like the schools can still provide the food and children can come and have it also possible without school running the school. Okay, that means education will not happen, classes will not happen, but you can come and have the food and goes also one possible things again. But almost things are over. Like this lockdown is almost going to end. Okay. Last 6 months we are not done. Okay. So that lost period is lost only. Okay. Now only people are thinking, "Yo, these children are not having food. What to do?" Okay. Also, adequate awareness about the availability of scheme is needed. Thirdly, local produced vegetables and fruits. Okay. So they're giving solution. Locally produced vegetables will be good, and that will provide income to the local farmer. Okay. So here win-win situation. One is we are going to give nutrition to the children. Okay. When we decentralize it, when we are going for local, okay, vocal for local, then the income of the local farmers will also will improve. Okay. Write down that by decentralization. By decentralization, the local farmers' income will be improved. Okay, most of all, the missed midday meal scheme from April may be provided to children as a dry ration in the retrospective effect. Okay, this is also very important. Which I told you, lost is lost, but given retrospective, that means those which you could not give now, you give it. Okay. Across the country and the world, innovative learning methods are being adopted to ensure children's education outcomes without continuing uncertainty regarding the reopening of schools. Innovation is similarly required to ensure that not just food but nutrition is delivered regularly to the millions of children. Okay. Yeah, learning purpose. For example, now I am teaching online. You guys are sitting across the world and you are learning. Likewise, innovative measures are required for providing not just food but nutrition to the children. Okay, so very important thought of the day. Okay, like children who could not go to school, they are also losing their nutrition level. Yeah, who can summarize? Niju madam, can you summarize? Or anybody?
116 million children across India
Yeah,
stopped
so the
going
topic
school.
is we are discussing how the school closure is affecting the nutrition of the children. Yeah, go ahead.
116 million children across India stopped going school due to this COVID. Midday meal scheme will increase the nutrition and attract children to school
Okay.
so that they will learn and our literature will improve.
Okay.
Economy will improve in future. It will reduce child labor. So midday meal scheme has a significant role in increasing the nutrition of our children. Report of food security. I didn't get the full 2020.
That
Three.
that name you want, huh?
Yes, sir.
You write down. The name is it is a report is the state of food security and nutrition in the world. The state of food security and nutrition in the world. That is the report name. It is published by FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization. Okay, done.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
369 million children losing out on school nutrition in the world. According to Global Hunger Index, India's rank is 94 out of 107. And it indicates stunting, wasting, undernutrition, malnutrition.
These words, whenever I
Mortality.
talk about hunger or malnutrition, don't forget these words. Okay, undernourishment, wasting, okay, or wasting, stunting, and mortality means death. Okay? Stunting and wasting, I think one is to do with the height and one is to do with the weight. Okay, that also remember that. Go ahead.
Risk of some children may not, risk is there. Some children may not return to school
Return
when
to the
they,
school. So used
when,
like it is very difficult to see. You have last 6 months you brought them in an atmosphere, they are happy. In fact, myself, I'm thinking like, will I be able to open the institute and go and work on outside? Okay, because last 6 months I'm sitting in the same chair and started teaching. So you are getting used to it. Okay, you are getting into comfort zone, which you again breaking is not be easy. Okay, so that is one angle to it. The other angle of this is that children could have been put in an economic mode of income generation. They could have been in labor or supplementing the children, parents' income. They might be doing some odd jobs. Okay, so bringing them back to school will be a big challenge. Okay, go ahead, man.
a midday meal in India should provide 450 kilocalories of
That
energy,
data is important. Please copy down that 450 kilocalories of energy. Okay,
a minimum of
of
12 grams
12
of
grams of
protein,
protein,
including
micronutrient.
adequate quantities of micronutrients.
Okay.
Many children reach school in empty stomach, making the midday meal of school as a main source of nutrition, particularly from vulnerable
Vulnerable
communities.
communities.
60,000 tons or 22% of food grain offtake has come down due to school closure, according to
Yeah.
Food
FCI.
Corporation FCA data. Children are engaged in labor to supplement the fallen family income due to huge job loss. Once they got into the labor, it is difficult to bring them back to the school. Serving hot meals at children's home is impossible, impractical at present. One solution to give them is transferring the money to their parents. Even states like Tamil Nadu is unable to provide this
Yeah, they
facility.
in Tamil Nadu and Chhattisgarh and some of the states where the PDS system, or you can say midday meal system, are very good. Infrastructure is good, but even then these states are not able to do. Okay. And DBT, I was telling you, suggesting DBT can be a solution, but still government is not having money. That is, government doesn't have money because GST collection are less. Okay. But the money which is given to the parents, it is not necessarily they will use it in the food. Okay. But the thing is, we have a lot of food grains with us. That is all something we have to deliver. Okay. So that is where we're talking about retrospective delivery. Like the month of April, we have not given the food. So you can take and come and take the food now. Okay. Retrospective is one of the solution. Then going for localized buying of food grains, okay, so that local farmers are getting benefited. Okay, that is another solution. That is what decentralized models. Okay, so that will improve our this one. Or you can see in urban areas we can have schools can convert into a meal centers like a canteen. Okay, schools will not have classes, but they can come and have the food, and thereby nutrition level of the children can be maintained. So at the end, there is a lot of innovative methods have come for learning. Okay, a lot of things are changing. Okay, but this one thing is lagging. Okay, nutrition level of the children, particularly in the vulnerable communities, because schools are locked down, they are not having the food. It's not just about the food, but the nutrition as a whole. That is a problem. Please read this one more time. Okay, I'll frame a question. Okay, and I'll share you guys question. Please write it. Okay. Expected question. This is an expected question. Okay. Even if it is not an expected question, it is one of the consequences of lockdown. You can always remember this and write it. Okay, guys. Any doubts, anybody? Tijo?
No, sir.
Yeah, go on to read this along with the other cultures you have studied. Okay. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.